So a few weeks ago, I became one of the very fortunate creators on here to be followed by Margaret Cho.
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
Absolutely, I do.
Good.
Put a finger down by Erasure Edition. Put a finger down if you or someone you know has ever said that they had a friend who was in a gay relationship and then they were in a straight relationship, but now they're gay again.
I need to feel something. Harry, can you tell me something that'll piss me off? Boba Fett's better than Mondo. Yep, that'll do.
Put a finger down if you've got quite a long list of people you'd turn gay for.
Some of us, I don't want to name names, make pretty bad throat noises when they drink. And it makes me think that the throat is
me?
No.
Is it me?
It's not Travis.
Put a finger down if you've ever thought that bisexuality was a more natural state of being for women, but not for men. They're either gay or they're straight. There can be no in between.
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Wait.
Put a finger down if you've ever thought bisexuality excludes attraction to trans people. Trans women are not trying to co-opt, cosplay, or minimize or dilute women's pain and suffering and their experiences. The patriarchy already beat them to it. Put a finger down if you didn't realize that there's more bisexuals in the world than strictly gay people. Those examples were just the tip of the iceberg. This is a very spicy topic. Apparently Freud, back in the early 20th century, coined the word pansexuality. For him, the word pan, which means all, also translated as being attracted to not just all genders, but everything in general. But for the most part, bisexuality has been the word to describe people who are attracted to people of more than one gender. Part of the shedding of the concept, the myth of the gender binary, has been the emergence of the pansexual movement.
It's all gonna be safe, and we're all gonna have a great time. What in the Jesus Christ was that?
And it defined itself by the fact that it was non-exclusionary. But speaking for myself as a bisexual who has always known they were bisexual, I didn't really think in terms of being exclusionary either. There's been a lot of politicking around all of this. And in 2013, Shiri Eisner released this book, Bi, Notes on a Bisexual Revolution, where all the studies and thoughts of academics is in there. Having said that, she asserts throughout the book that bisexuality is a word that has too many definitions to actually give one solid definition.
7, bigger than the balls like David Beckham. 8, 9 to the bastard 10, picking on a crotch like a free-range hen, raising a glass to the gays and the bis and the trans and the girls and the big bald men. You better not assume my pronouns.
Shiri actually quotes Robin Ox and her own definition of bisexuality, saying, "I call myself bisexual because I acknowledge that I have in myself the potential to be attracted romantically and or sexually to people of more than one sex and or gender, not necessarily at the same time, not necessarily in the same way, and not necessarily to the same degree." Pansexuality is kind of supposed to be defined as gender blind, attraction to all or multiple genders. But many bisexuals like myself have stood by the term hearts, not parts, and thought pansexuality and bisexuality were interchangeable. It really is an individual thing.
Trust me.
However,
Gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay. Gay it's going to be.
Battle axe bisexuals will tell you that the term pansexuality is redundant. And this is in direct response to pansexuals who call themselves this as separate to bisexuals because they wrongfully believe that bisexuality does exclude trans and non-binary people. The most recent consensus is that bisexuality is an umbrella with all of the spectrum of identities underneath it, much like the transgender umbrella.
I was watching an episode of
You where measles came up.
Wait. When did I mention measles?
I don't know. It was on you.
Wait, what was on me? What are you talking about? Is Raymond even hearing what I'm saying? I never had the measles.
Was on you.
We never did a measles and vaccine episode. Is this a joke?
I know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was on you. It was on you.
Raymond, I've never had measles. What are you talking about? This is stupid.
It was an episode of a show, Laura.
What's it called?
You.
What is he talking about?
It's called You.
I've never done a show on measles. I just completely give up. We got to get out of
It's a show
I give up.
called You on Netflix.
There's a show called Laura Ingham on Netflix. What are you
Never
talking
mind.
about?
I'm moving on to Adele.
Has anybody told you that you look bi-curious? Well, let's satisfy your curiosity. This is the place for you, bi.org, where you find out where all the famous bi people can be revealed. I know, right?